I would like to start by talking about Apple's new interface briefly, that they call liquid glass. Because it is part and parcel of pretty much every part of every operating system that Apple announced, and mainly because liquid glass has a ton of like more rounded. It is built for devices with rounded corners, which is, and they made that point several times. It's like, look, we have all these interface elements that are rectangle corners and built for devices that way, but our devices all have rounded corners now, and so liquid glass, among all the other things that it has, is built for devices with rounded corners. And as I sat there watching it, I thought, man, there is no better tribute to an Apple fellow who passed away last week, Bill Atkinson. He was responsible for creating the RoundRect, and I'll link to an article, I think on Andy Hertzfeld's site, but he, at Steve Jobs' insistence, he built a way for the user interface on the original Mac to very efficiently draw rounded corners on rectangles. And the article talks about how he did it with just subtraction, so there didn't need to be lots of extra calculations happening. But Bill Atkinson also developed HyperCard, which certainly showed us all how the World Wide Web would eventually work by linking things together. And in addition to all that, Bill was a fantastic guy. I had the pleasure of meeting him several times, and would even have called him we were friendly with each other. I don't know if I would call us friends, but we'd gotten to a point where we were friendly with each other, and he's a really nice guy. So great guy, and what a tribute. I know it wasn't intended as a tribute to him, because when they put the keynote together, they did not know that he had passed. But I thought it was a nice little reminder of Bill right there in the beginning of the thing, talking about liquid glass. So, yeah,
it looks cool.
It does look cool.
That. Yeah. And they said the interesting thing they said was it's more intuitive throughout. I'm hoping that's the case, because I've seen a lot of elderly folks struggle with iOS lately, and so I'm hoping it is more intuitive.
Interesting.
I hope they're right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I mean, a
2-year-old can turn it on, but man, if you're in your 70s or 80s, you could be in trouble.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I have not had an opportunity to put the beta on any of my devices yet. I'm sure I will pick one and do that. But yeah, it's and I suppose it's worth talking about before we get into. I guess we're going to start with Mac OS here, or the next thing we'll do is Mac OS. But we should talk about what devices all of the operating systems that are coming out, the version 26 operating system. So iOS is iPhone 11 and later, and if you want Apple Intelligence, you have to have a 15 Pro or later, which is the Pro Max, of course, all iPhone 16 models, the iPad Mini with an A17 Pro, and any iPad or Mac with an M1 or greater is what iOS 26 is for. iPadOS 26, basically that. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else, but yeah. So iPhone 11 and later, but if you want Apple Intelligence, you've got to have basically the same thing as what you needed Apple Intelligence for in the previous ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Cool. Anything to add to that, Adam?
Nope. I'm assuming the article you're linking to is the folklore.org one.
It is. I believe that's Andy Hertzfeld's site.
It is his site. Yeah.
Great.
There was also a podcast. I was trying to find the episode. I think it was a lot of the stuff was covered, including an interview, I think, with Bill Atkinson in the folklore.org podcast?
Maybe.
Mac Folklore Radio rather.
Okay.
Is the podcast. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
And,
We'll link to that too. Yeah.
I thought they had done an episode that was because they did do a few episodes where they just basically read things from folklore.org, and I was trying to find the rounded rectangle one, but I can't find it right now. But
okay. All right.
I think it does exist. But definitely in 2018 or 2019, they did an interview with Bill Atkinson about him joining Apple Computer on his 40th anniversary.
Amazing.
At Apple. So
yeah. Crazy. He really, he's an interesting guy. We could probably do a whole episode.
HyperCard.
Say no more, right? Like, yeah, it's crazy.